The parable of the 10 virgins. Long ago, in a beautiful village, there were 10 young women who were invited to a very special event, a wedding feast. But this wasn't just any wedding, it was the most important event in their lives. They had been invited to celebrate with the bridegroom, but no one knew when he would come. The wedding could start at any moment, and only those who were prepared and ready would be allowed to enter the feast. The 10 young women, also called virgins, had lamps to carry through the night because the bridegroom might arrive after dark. 5 of them were wise and prepared. They brought their lamps and extra oil in their vessel to keep the lamps burning bright in case the bridegroom tarried. The other 5, however, were foolish. They brought their lamps, but they did not bring any extra oil, thinking the bridegroom would surely arrive soon. As the night went on, the sky turned dark, and the stars twinkled above. The 10 virgins waited and waited for the bridegroom. The wise virgins made sure their lamps were burning brightly, and from time to time, they checked their oil, knowing that they might need it soon. But the foolish virgins laughed and joked. They didn't seem to care about their lamps. They were too busy having fun. The hours passed, and the young women grew tired. They started to fall asleep, one by one, resting while they waited for the bridegroom's arrival. Then, at midnight, a loud voice rang out through the village. "Here is a bridegroom. Come out to meet him." The young women jumped awake. The bridegroom had arrived, and it was time to go into the wedding feast. The wise virgins quickly grabbed their lamps and filled them with the extra oil they had brought. Their lamps shone brightly in the dark night, but the foolish virgins looked at their lamps in horror. Their flames were flickering out, and they had no oil left. Panicked, they turned to the wise virgins and begged, "Give us some of your oil, or our lamps will go out." But the wise virgins shook their heads sadly. "We can't give you our oil," they said, "or there won't be enough for both of us. Go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourselves." The foolish virgins rushed off into the dark night, searching for someone to sell them oil. But while they were gone, the bridegroom arrived. The wise virgins, with their lamps burning bright, followed him into the wedding feast. The doors to the celebration were shut behind them. When the foolish virgins finally returned with their oil, they found the doors closed. They knocked and called out, "Lord, Lord, open the door for us." But the bridegroom answered from inside, "Truly, I tell you, I don't know you." The foolish virgins stood outside, tears streaming down their faces, knowing they had missed their one and only chance. They had not been prepared, and now they could not enter. This parable is more than just a story. It teaches us a valuable lesson about everyday life and our faith in God. The bridegroom represents Jesus Christ, and the wedding feast is a kingdom of heaven. Just like the wise virgins, we must always be ready for Jesus' return. We don't know when he will come, but we do know that we must live our lives in a way that shows we are prepared by keeping our faith and hope alive in Christ, being kind, and doing what is right. The foolish virgins missed their chance because they didn't prepare. They waited until it was too late, and no one could help them. In the same way, we mustn't wait to live a life of faith, love, and readiness. Jesus will come when we least expect it, and we must be ready to meet him.